Hey, good to see you again. Quite often I do training on how to start a business, how to run a business. I talk about different elements of running a business, starting a business, creating a business, coming up with concepts. In this video, I want to dig into this idea of how to start a business where you don't have to have a lot of money out of pocket. And the cool thing is you don't have to have an inventory that you have to keep, and you don't have to box things up and ship it out. What you do is you create some sort of access to the product or service, and it gets shipped. So today we're talking specifically about products, and I want to go over a few concepts here. The concept of drop shipping and the concept of print on demand. Now let's talk about the latter first. Print on demand is where you have some sort of item that you want to sell, and it is a blank item. So let's say it's a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or a hat or something else. And you can have access to different colors and different styles, short sleeve, long sleeve, and so forth. What you can do is you can set up with a company, a print on demand company, a design that you're going to place on that item. So let's say you have a really cool graphic or a logo or some slogan that you want to put on a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or a hat or a water bottle or whatever. What you can do is you can set up with that company, with that design, and you can set up a shopping cart that you can do through their website, and you can set that up. And so when a customer wants to buy your cap with your really awesome slogan on it, or graphic tee or whatever it is you're going to have, they can go to that website, or they can go to a shopping cart that we'll talk about a little bit later, and they can order that product. Now, this is where the drop shipping part comes in. You don't have to have an inventory of extra small, medium, large, extra, you don't need to have all those t-shirts and all those hats filling up your garage or your attic or your spare bedroom or wherever it is. When I started my first business, I had inventory that I had to create, and we started in a 900 square foot apartment. We had to eventually move to a 2,000 square foot facility in order to house all the raw material and the inventory and the equipment and everything else. This is really cool because you don't have to do any of that. All you need to do is come up with a creative idea, design, or slogan, or whatever it is, and make sure that it's not intellectual property, meaning it's not protected by copyright laws. So this has to be something that's unique to you. You've created the design, you've created the slogan, whatever it is. So what happens is when you create this item with the design on this website, the company website, the print on demand company, when a customer goes and orders that item, the company actually creates the product at that moment. So they put your design on the coffee mug or the water bottle or the t-shirt or whatever it is that you have, and then they drop ship it. They ship it for you. And in there, they'll have, an invoice, and they'll have information on what they do if they need to return the item. All that's taken care of it for you. All you have to do is market your access to that website, to that shopping cart. Now, that is one way to do that. What I want to talk to you about is the idea of print on demand. I use a company called Printful, Printful. In fact, there is a link on the Facebook page that you can look at, and I'll also try to put a link with this video as well. Printful has a whole catalog of different products, whether it be t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, water bottles, lotion. The list goes on and on. And they're adding stuff all the time. Now, Printful is not the only other company out there. There's several others that I really like. I'm not going to go into those here in this video. If you want more information on that, you might want to join the Founder Circle, and there's more information on our website at MaximumChange.com. But let's say that you want to design something, but you don't have expensive software. You don't have all this software to design something. You can go to a website that is free called Canva, 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 and you can do designs on there. I've used Canva for several of my products that are on my merch site, and it's free, no extra money out of pocket. See, what I'm trying to do is when I teach you how to start a business, I'm trying to show you how to do things at very low cost to no cost. So it's low impact. The idea is to maximize earnings. In other words, get more money, right? So the other thing that you can do, now this will cost you some money, is you can actually set up your own website using Wix, Wix. Now, Wix is the product that I've been using for, I don't know how many years now. It's been many years I've been using it. I love the product. It's easy. It's drag and drop, and you can move stuff around quite easily. Even if you don't know what you're doing with a website, I think the learning curve is pretty low in that. I mean, you'll obviously need to go on there and play with it. You can go to Wix.com and set up a website without having a domain name and learn how to use it and just play with it. But eventually you would want to get some sort of domain name. Again, I'm not going to go deep into that here in this video. If you want help with that, go to our website, Maximum Change, get hooked up with the Founder Circle group mentoring. Now, the last thing I want to mention to you, and this is free, is Facebook. Facebook many times will integrate with some of these print-on-demand companies. For example, Printful will connect your catalog that you've created of products. They'll connect it to the Facebook page that you have set up. And again, I'm not going to go into how you do that here, but you can connect that so that when people are on your Facebook page, they can go and see the catalog or the shopping area there. In fact, if you go to my Facebook page at facebook.com/maximumchange, you'll see my merch store there. So you'll want to check that out. So Printful and in a whole series of other products out there, the main thing you want to do is you want to make sure that whatever you're going to choose for a print-on-demand company, you're going to make sure that you understand their revenue model, how you get paid, how you access that payment. In other words, will they send it to a Cash App? Will they send it to Venmo, PayPal? Do they send it to a bank account? You need to have an understanding of that. So do your homework, do your research. The other thing that I would mention to you is make sure that if, for example, you use Wix like I do, that print on demand will integrate in with Wix. Now, the idea here is that you want to have something that's easily integratable. In other words, it automatically connects for you. You don't have to do a lot of programming and all of that. You just don't want to do that. You want to keep it simple. And so you'll want to make sure that when you're looking at that you that it does integrate. Now, I do know that there is a company out there that does integrate with it other than Printful, and that company is called it's called Modalist, Modallyst. Now, obviously, I haven't been talking too much about that because I'm not using Modalist. I'm using Printful, but they also integrate with with Wix really well. Now, there's some other products out there that I think are really cool. Like I really like Zazzle, Zazzle, but they don't integrate with Wix right now. So I love their products. I love what they have out there, but I don't like the fact that it's not easily integratable. I could set up a shopping page using them, but it takes a little bit more work, and I want it to be as automated as possible. See, the idea behind starting an online business is that you're not spending 8 hours a day, 40 plus hours a week working your business. The idea is that you can automate as much of it as possible. So that kind of gives you an overview of what you would want to do to set up a business using print on demand. Again, look at Printful. You can look at Modalist. Again, Zazzle, if you don't care about not connecting, because you can actually set up a shopping cart on any of these sites and not have it integrate with a website. I need it to integrate with my website. You also want to make sure if you go to Zazzle or Modalist that they will connect with your Facebook page. So you need to do your homework, make sure of that. I haven't, again, played with Modalist or Zazzle enough to know if they do that. But the other thing you want to keep in mind is I do not believe that you can have multiple connections in a Facebook page. So you need to choose one of those platforms and stick with it. So let's look at Printful. Canva is free to use. You can set up designs there. I actually did a label for a hand lotion that I'm offering on my merch store. Wix does have a fee if you want to, set it up, for a shopping cart. And then Facebook doesn't have a fee. Okay, that's all I have for this video. I hope you have a great day. If you have any questions, please check us out on our website, MaximumChange.com. See you soon.